Yeah, everybody has to do this at one point.
Yeah, you have to just stick your nose in and take a whiff.
Sniff.
He's still keeled over. He's off camera, but he's on the couch dying.
Hey, Nun, come here for a second.
Oh, do I have to?
Everybody has. Good day, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino Beer.
YouTube.
You got the Rhino. You have Zero. You have this beer from Five Paddles. This is Five Paddles Pumpkin Pie Haircutted Freak, which is a pumpkin cranberry chipotle ale.
Whoa! There you go. Awesome.
Chipotle.
Chipotle. You're gonna need Chipotle for your underwear.
6.2% alcohol by volume. What? You don't like pumpkin cranberry chipotle?
I can honestly say I've never had that combination.
I can honestly say I've never had that combination either. But I am a haircutted freak, so...
And I haven't had hair for a long time, so I'm good.
At least that's not a family trait. The nun could look kind of weird. Pass that bottle around after we're done here. Nice red color.
Not sure.
Reaction.
Yeah,
It's an interesting,
nice looking color.
interesting on the
Not
nose.
much head. Oh yeah, that is interesting.
I'm not sure what to.
That's cranberry and chipotle.
Yeah.
This is gonna be good.
You smell the jalapeno pepper. You smell the smoke on it.
Oh, this smells really good.
Super.
It's very unique.
It is. The sweetness of the cranberries, though, smell like they're toning down the chipotle a little
I
bit.
have a feeling whatever we smell right now is going to have nothing to do with what we taste in a minute.
You think so?
I have a feeling that we're in for a surprise.
Well, let's try the freak.
Salud. I was right.
I don't know what I think of that.
I tasted Chipotle.
Yeah, it's right in the. It's very subtle and in the back. It's a nice smoke, though. It's not just the
Yeah.
You
the
get
sharp.
the smoke right away.
Yeah, it's not the sharp of the actual jalapeno. It's not like the tang. It's just a subtle.
I'm a little bit confused, okay? We've had a bunch of these five-paddle pumpkin beers. None of them taste like pumpkin beer.
Well,
is
remember,
that on
these
purpose?
guys have only been open for 4 or 5 months now. They've never done a pumpkin beer before. This was their first go at it. They think that next year they'll have it down to an art. That's what Ed was telling me. He said,
Okay.
you're going to love them next year.
I get no pumpkin on this at all.
At all, yeah.
None. There's no pumpkin.
Now, pumpkin is a hard thing to brew with, though. It is a hard thing to brew with. Not everybody knows
Oh,
how
I
to do it.
completely understand that. I just
For the most part, what I've noticed on these Five Paddle beers so far is that you're getting the mouthfeel of pumpkin. You're getting that thicker, oilier mouthfeel.
Like, I'm digging all these beers that they made. They taste good, but none of them are pumpkin.
yeah. When I think pumpkin, I think that pumpkin taste when you get that pumpkin pie or you get that cinnamon, you get the spice.
Cranberry's the beginning, just a little bit.
I don't get a ton of spice off this, and I get no pumpkin at all. Like I don't taste any pumpkin. So
yeah, there is a little bit of cranberry up at the forefront. There's what tastes like allspice, and then there's just the sweet, subtle burn of the chipotle pepper. It's
I get the subtle burn. Like you can taste it right now.
This should take
It's
more
there.
time to heal.
I like it, but
And it's not a
I
bad
don't
beer
like
by
it
any
at the same
means. I'm
time.
not going to say it's.
It's like.
In all honesty, of the 4 I had, this is the most interesting,
I like how
Go
it
on
cuts to the molasses taste.
but it's the one I like the least of all.
I gotta be honest, I kinda want more burn, though.
I don't
Yeah,
like it.
Like
I
with
think
the-
they went safe with the peppers.
Yeah, when you get it when you get the pumpkin with the fiery top there, I kind of want more burn.
But I want more burn when I eat ghost peppers, so...
I don't eat ghost pepper. I like. I haven't
It's that
been
it's
a
so
huge-
subtle that you can't... Like, the only way you know it's there is they say it on there.
Exactly.
If they didn't say it on there, I would think that it's
It's
just
like a
something
Trey
weird.
Luau Skittles commercial. The flavor fell off. You gotta put more shit in it.
Yeah, well, that's just it. They need more Chipotle in it. They need more Cranberry in it.
The more and more you drink it, the more you can taste that Chipotle.
Yeah, but you're not getting the heat from the pepper. You're just getting the smoke, really.
Yeah.
I like it, but at the same time, I'm disappointed. I could see this being a really good food pairing beer.
That's what
It'd
she
be
was
good
saying.
with chili, I think.
Chili would work, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
I'm gonna go give myself lung cancer.
I don't know. I'd give it as a pumpkin beer.
5. I'm gonna go
As
5.
a pumpkin beer, I'm gonna go like a 2.
Really?
Yeah, because there's not really any pumpkin taste at all. There's not the pumpkin spices or the pumpkin
The
taste.
only
Now,
reason
as
I'm
a
gonna
beer,
go 5 is because the pumpkin beer that we just had last was shit. And this is, even though I can't really get the pumpkin in this, I do like the spice, and it's kind of bumping it up for me
Yeah.
because of that little kick.
Now, as a
That
beer,
really
I'd give it a
tastes-
7.75 because it is a nice beer, which would put it at like a 4.75 overall
Yeah.
with the 2 marks. But as a beer on its own, yeah, I like it.
I
would
agree
drink
with
it.
you. As a pumpkin beer, you can't really. I wouldn't really classify it as a pumpkin beer, even though it's marketed as a pumpkin beer. I think you could get rid of that.
Yeah, that's my only real complaint. Other than that, it's an interesting concept. It was an interesting beer.
You could just call this beer the Haircutted Freak. And then
Well, especially because they call it pumpkin pie haircutted freak,
Yeah.
right? You're making me think I'm going to get some sweet pumpkin spices in here and everything else. Instead, I got Chipotle and Cranberry, which isn't a bad combination, but yeah.
No, I like the spice. Like it kind of makes me wish that more beer companies would start adding a bit more
Yeah.
spice.
Thank you, Five Paddles. Thank you, Leah, for picking this up for us. It was
Cheers.
a good beer. Bye.